Hey, and welcome to Sue Rogers Unedited. I am Sue Rogers. As promised for over a year now, my next book finally has a scheduled release date, December 1st, 2023. So less than a month, it will be available on Amazon in paperback to start. Okay, eventually the hardcover will come out as well, but you guys, I'm maybe more excited for this book to come out than my first one. And what this book is about, because I've kind of mentioned it on a few previous podcasts. The title of the book is called Skinny Sick. And I want you to think of if any point in time you've ever had something going on with your body that was really hard to describe and maybe almost you thought you were just going crazy, but your gut instinct was telling you something was wrong. That's what Skinny Sick is all about. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I've talked about it. We ate all kinds of garbage that's still out there, but it is more widely known now how toxic a lot of that stuff really is and how it ruins your gut and can lead to chronic illness and conditions and also be a contributing factor for cancer. So Skinny Sick dives into what I have learned, some of the stuff I've shared on episodes of this podcast, but I go way more in depth into it in the book. And I also reference the books that I've read that changed my mind completely on some of the traditional methods of Western medicine that I grew up thinking were just normal and like, here, you just take this pill, right? Like, here, just take this uh, antibiotic to clear up your acne. I go way into all of that in my teen years, the chapter called My Teen Years. That chapter goes way deep dive into just how awful a lot of the things that were just prescribed as normal from the doctor's office, when if you went the more holistic route, it's a completely different world of how things are treated holistically because you're looking for a root cause. So that's what Skinny Sick is all about. And just like on this podcast, topics are all over the place, thrown into that book that are related to health that you don't have to agree with. And I maybe in a year from now, when I look back at the book, maybe I'll have new information and no longer agree with my previous self. That can happen. You can change your mind, and it is okay to take in different knowledge and then decide how you want to process it and what you want to do with it. So that's what Skinny Stick is all about. And I'm so excited to finally have it. Like, it's been sitting done and just waiting for the final stages of designing the cover and getting it actually uploaded into Amazon correctly so the format looks nice. And I think I'm more proud of this one than the last one because this time I actually did all of the full process from start to finish myself. I had some incredible help with the actual book design and formatting for Flowers, Faith, Finding Your Way, and Other F Words. I had an incredible person help me out. Multiple people actually helped me out with getting it to the final stages. And this time I put on my big girl panties, which actually I don't wear. If you've listened to that podcast, you know that too. But I got it done myself. And I think that's part of why I'm even more proud of this one. It also goes into Cole and how having zero family history of type 1 diabetes and not knowing how to look for it because there's no family history of it anywhere, it's his journey and what we experienced and the signs that were going on that didn't fully all scream type 1 diabetes because it was a gradual progression that, like, if you guys don't know how to recognize, I didn't know. And we almost lost him. He almost died. His blood pH was like one away from being lethal because we did not know. And if you don't know and it goes untreated long enough, they die. So knowing what the traditional signs that you look for are, and the other things that are not so traditional, right? You hear of bedwetting. Oh, they're wetting the bed. They're constantly peeing all day long, all night long. Crazy excessive thirst. Like there were patterns of that, but it wasn't constant. But there were other things happening that I did not know would potentially be because of type 1. So that's all in the book too. And everyone should have that knowledge because type 1, there's all kinds of shit going on in the world right now that is causing type 1 to increase at any age. It is not a diagnosed when you're a baby illness. It is diagnosed in your teens, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. And this is from my personal experience, from all I have learned and all of the different groups that I'm in for type 1 since Cole. So we should all know what these signs and symptoms are that are not the traditional ones so that you have it in the back of your mind just in case. Okay. So all of that in the book and much more, lots more. But Skinny Sick basically is referencing being skinny as a kid, but ruining my gut and being sick and getting off the traditional Western medicine routes to actually find real healing for my body and how I've been able to help other people heal their bodies and just all kinds of great information. So mark your calendars, December 1st on Amazon. If you want to get on the email list so that you have the updates, and then the day of December 1st, have an email with the direct link of what to click on to go order your copy, go to www.balancedaylife, BALANCEDAYLIFE, balancedaylife.com. And then once you're on that email list, a little thing will pop up to say, get on our email list for updates. And I will keep you posted as we get closer to that release date and then the official link for the release on December 1st to go get your copy. All right, like, subscribe, share, and get ready for December 1st. And thank you for listening. Have a good one.